Hey everybody, it's Lori. I am here to share, actually Molly and I are here to share my latest journal with you. This one is a Halloween theme for a swap over on the Junk Journal Junkies group on Facebook. And it was supposed to be, I think, if I'm not mistaken, a vintage style. So I guess this is kind of sort of a vintage style. It looks really old and crusty. I tried to make it look, she's biting me. Stop that. I tried to make it look like an old book of spells for, something you would assume that like a witch would use, this what you see in the movies type of thing. And it's kind of half creepy, half cutesy. I couldn't decide whether I wanted to go with either one, so I just made it a mixture of both. And I'm going to try and put her on the floor. Whether or not she'll stay, come here, babe. I don't know, but we're going to try. Sorry. Okay. Oh, apparently not. Here she comes. Molly. Okay, I'm going to pause this until she decides that she's done. Okay, I'm going to try this again. She's still up here, but we'll see how it goes. As soon as I paused the camera, she knocked everything down and I had to, had to set up again. All right, so on the cover here, I just printed off some cool paper that I found online, and I crinkled it all up and I inked it all up and made it look really old and grungy. And then I Mod Podged over that. And same thing on the back. And then I took a piece of corrugated paper here and I put that down, tore around the edges, put that down, and then put a little frame down on the top of that. And underneath I just have an old grungy piece of paper, and I have Book of Shadows on there. I've got some metal pieces here from Butterbee scraps that I used Inka Gold on and colored them green. And some gems. And then on the back I've got the metal pieces too, and a little glittery witch here, and some ribbon. And for the closure, I used this black and white band thing that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I honestly don't even know what the heck it was supposed to be. But I cut it apart and glued it down, and I'm using it for a closure. On the spine, actually underneath all the paper and on the spine, I've got some cheesecloth that I sprayed black and orange and purple, and then over the top of that, I had purchased this bag of kind of a woven type of black fabric from the Dollar Tree, and it's got kind of a raggedy look to it, as you can see, and I put that down. And then I just took some pieces of fabric and stuck those down to make them look like book hinges. They don't really serve any purpose, just for looks. And then a spider web that I crocheted and colored purple, and then a little spider gem that I put on top of that was actually a ring. And I cut the ring part off of it and glued that down. And let's see, I have a skeleton hand here that I think I got in a bag at Michael's quite a while ago. And then for the closure part, I am just using some hand-dyed seam binding. I'm trying to stay in frame here. That I have just wrapped around the button that was actually on this band here. And the band I grunged up with a bunch of different ink sprays. And I also have a couple little dangles here, because I ended up having to put a few stitches in on top of the skeleton, because I had it glued down and it just kept wanting to come off, so I put some stitches in there. And then with the thread that I have dangling down, let's see, here we go, I have a kind of a dark, like black and purple and gray bead, and then a little pumpkin sequin. And then on the other one, I have a little skeleton head. Let's see. I'm doing this, I'm looking at this upside down, so. Okay, let's go ahead and go inside. and everything's pretty much standard in here, just flowers and different fibers and tuck spots. And so I'm going to just flip through it real quick here, and if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. I used a whole variety of different papers, some from Reminisce, some from Graphic 45, some from Recollections. I've got way too much Halloween paper. And a variety of stamps. Now I made the spine big enough, just let me point this out real quick, where the book doesn't pop open, but some of the tags that I put in here, I have brads on, like this, and it does want to kind of bulk the book up a little bit, so if that bugs you, whoever my partner ends up being, I will not be offended if you just get rid of them. Some people don't like it when the books are really thick and they're hard to write in, so. See, like this, I've got a little brad on that ribbon there. I thought this ribbon was adorable with the witch's legs. Hello, are you helping? Oops. Oops, some of the fibers are shedding. The book has 3 signatures. I'm honestly not really sure how many pages, because I counted before and I want to say it was 60 pages, but I don't know. I think I lost track. these are just some flowers that I got in a bag at, I think, probably the dollar store that I stamped on. And then I just Mod Podged it, or actually I don't think I Mod Podged over it, I just glued them down. Variety of napkins too, as you can see, that I Mod Podged down. After I already had all the napkins I was going to use in this book glued down, I found some really cute ones at the dollar store that were really different than what they normally have. But this thing was already so full that I couldn't stuff any more in here. Oops. I think somebody was looking at this journal and didn't put some of the tags back. Alright, I'm just going to stick those back in there later. Oh, and these are just some little sequins that I glued on some of the images that I printed off. Another napkin. And this is a little paper treat bag that I got, Hobby Lobby, I think, and I folded up the bottom here to make an extra little pocket. Got that idea from Yvonne. And that is the whole shebang. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch, and if you have any questions, let me know.